let's ditch the negativity, right, today, guys. I mean, I know there are important talking points, but I want to start on an optimistic note. Gujarat Giants lost Doughton before the tournament began. They lost Mooney after game 1. Then they went and lost a game that was impossible to lose. But they will not be the last team to get off the mark in the WPL. Shruti, we didn't expect that.
Yeah, I know. Finally, and it had to happen against RCB.
Thanks.
Yeah, so that is the whole thing, and I'm glad that this happened, because I remember on the first day telling that the team with the most Aussies or whatever are losing, and me being an Australia fan, I'm really happy. And it's good to see them bounce back even without Mooney around. So I think that's really positive there. Yeah.
And I think the credit has to go to Sophia Dunkley. I mean, the way she began, that was
throw the English in the Aussies' face.
Yeah, indeed, and that was one firepower at the start that was missing. And Sophia Dunkley is not your opener who's been doing it all around. She just started opening in international cricket last year, and then to play a kind of knock that she did. I mean, I can leave aside those 45, 47 meter boundaries, but she was really hitting them well, and it's not easy to hit a 18 ball 50. So Sophia Dunkley for me kind of set the tone for the day.
Yeah, and also take someone like a Harleen Deol, who has been sort of accused of, batting really slowly. And if you check regularly, she's in and out of the Indian team. And same with D. Hemalata. They've not really gotten a consistent run. But it's so good to see them, right?
Indeed, but
that is one of the other things, right? I mean, I know in a league like this, we will often talk about uncapped stars or unearthing new stars, but it also gives that level playing field to some of these players who have been around, who are knocking at the doors, who go in and out of the team, don't usually get fixed roles, but over here they can, over the course of 8 games, maybe 9 or 10 for some, really establish themselves and kick on further.
Yeah, those two players did it with the bat, but I think looking at the way the chase was spanning, that spell from Tanuja Kanwar was superb. I mean, she's uncapped. She's been doing it all along for Railways in the domestic circuit, but you wanted to begin on a positive note. Despite being an RCB fan, should we enter that troubled waters, Yash?
I'm asking myself whether I want to reopen these scars. Like this campaign is really taking me back to 2008. I mean, I picked a team in the first IPL just on the basis of it having my favorite player, Rahul Dravid. This WPL, I mean, years working in this make us all not so into supporting teams. But this first WPL made me think I might want to back a team. Then I saw a team which had Smriti Mandhana and Elise Perry together. I was like, I want to root for them. It's not going too well.
Yeah, I know. And me being a non-RCB fan in the IPL, coming here and saying, you know what, I'm going to support RCB this time. Why does this happen to me? I don't know. And why did this happen to us?
I'm genuinely concerned right now. I mean, I did think one of the interesting bits would be to see Smriti Mandhana lead a side. She's obviously not got a lot of experience. Stood in for Harmanpreet at the international level a few times. Has the domestic experience, but this is obviously a level above that. And it's not made for the best tactical viewing, has it?
I mean, I don't know how much deep to go into. I mean, how much deep you want to read into these 2-3 games. The games that she led India in, those were kind of very good, and you almost saw a refreshed approach from the one that Harmanpreet Kaur had. But in the WPL, I don't know if it's the pressure of expectations or something else. You are seeing a different captain in Smriti Mandhana. Even today we saw Preeti Bose being taken apart, yet she persisted with her, and I wonder if that's also having an impact on her batting.
And there is a huge problem. There's a big elephant to address with the batting. I'll just get to that. But before that, with the captaincy, you're talking about Preeti Bose going for 31 and 2. The one change they made today, you told me, is someone who can bowl.
Yeah.
And then I see Khemnar not bowling at all. There's Kanika, who also can bowl. She's not bowling at all. On a day when your bowlers are going for runs the way they are, why aren't you using the extra bowlers?
Yeah, I mean, I think, I don't know, did she forget that she brought them in?
I think it's been 2 days where captains have forgotten that they have a leg spinner in their disposal.
Yeah, they have a leg spinner.
Alisa Healy did not use Devika Vaidya yesterday. Poonam Khemnar going unused, but Shreyanka Patil on the other hand, she showed what she can do with the bat the other day. Today she was really superb with the ball.
My one defense for Smriti Mandhana though, you can have all the bowlers, but when your 3 frontline seamers who you thought you'd rely on, talking Renuka Thakur, Elise Perry, Megan Shute, together 28 overs, 2 for 281. not much a captain can do when your bowlers aren't delivering. But the batting is a genuine concern for RCB, maybe even for India going forward, because all 3 matches here and that semi-final that we want to forget collectively out to off spin.
Yeah, I mean, you can always say that, you know, there are flat pitches and so the bowlers are going to get hit. But let's also talk about the batting. Why aren't RCB able to bat? Why isn't Smriti Mandhana able to bat? And what's with her getting out to off spinners? It's like, you know, it's very easy for the other teams to just unleash an off spinner and say, you know what, just go bowl to Mandhana and she's going to get out. And it's shocking because she's like a world-class batter, and what has happened to her there?
Suds, do you have an answer?
I wonder if Smriti Mandhana herself has an answer too, because I mean, you look at Alice Capsey bowling her, you look at the World Cup and there was Karishma Ramharak who got the better of her. I mean, Ash Gardner, you understand she's a quality off spinner, Hayley Matthews as well, but I mean, I don't know if seeing an off spinner, something happens to Smriti Mandhana, the batter.
So concerns, lots of concerns for RCB.
Concerns.